This is the Greets Green area in West Bromwich, home to over 12,000 people. Their district used to be in decline, but not anymore. In 2000, the area became part of the government's New Deal for Communities initiative. With 56 million in funding over 10 years, Greets Green Partnership was set up with a challenge: to sweep away the old and rebuild a community which is better housed, safer, healthier, well-educated, with more job opportunities, and do it together with the local people and partner organisations without whom no change could happen. Right from the start, the community has been at the core of the regeneration of Greets Green, with events to bring everyone in the neighbourhood together in a common cause.
What's borrowing?
Probably the most important of these initiatives is the monthly Neighbourhood Forum.
Some of you have taken advantage of our adult community learning project.
A chance for residents to air their views, meet service providers and influence how the money should be spent. There are now more than 50 active community groups. Some have benefited from grants, including money to help with building and refurbishment costs. Like the Guru Nanak, with its community learning centre and well-appointed gym, or Lodge Road Community Centre,
And just let the legs drop towards the floor.
which received money to help redecorate and install air conditioning. The forums have allowed residents to put forward suggestions for small sites projects to improve the look of their neighbourhood. Typical is a reclamation of some wasteland behind a primary school to create a nature garden for the pupils. By 2010, the Small Sites project will have funded over 50 schemes. It's not just the forums where local people are involved. 13 local residents are on the main board of Greets Green Partnership, ensuring that the needs of the community are at the heart of all decision making. Perhaps one of the biggest challenges facing Greets Green Partnership was the state of the housing stock in the area. There wasn't a wide enough range available, and many of the buildings were at the end of their useful life. Working with Sandwell Council, Sandwell Homes and Urban Living, the partnership set about discussing with residents what needed to be done. In many cases, demolition was the only option, and nearly 400 properties were knocked down. Where these properties were privately owned, demolition was done with the agreement of the owners, who were given assistance to relocate. Though some private development has been attracted, the current financial situation has slowed the partnership's own programme in the short term. The remaining housing stock wasn't forgotten. Many publicly owned properties have been given new roofs, had the brickwork repointed and modern kitchens installed. In the private sector, £900,000 has been spent on improving the heating and insulation of over 200 properties, including new central heating, cavity wall insulation, and even solar panels. Finally, to match all the improvements to the properties, there is a £3.8 million programme underway to upgrade pavements and roads in the area. In 2003, the George Salter High School was only achieving a 15% pass rate at GCSE, and the area's 5 primary schools were 20% below the local average. By 2008, George Salter's, by now a collegiate academy, was achieving an 89% pass rate at GCSE, and the primary schools in Greets Green had either reached or surpassed the Sandwell average. In the same period, over 1,100 adults have also achieved new qualifications thanks to the Adult and Community Learning Project. Ensuring a highly qualified workforce is important, but so is finding suitable jobs in which to use their skills. One initiative assisted by the partnership, which aims to do this, is the Become Project. They offer mentoring, coaching and help with job search to the unemployed. Since 2005, the partnership has also funded the Business Support Project, which has helped over 270 businesses like this caterer to set up or expand.
What I thought it might be useful to do to start with is explore what people
feel or think about the Community Health Forum. I realise some of
Regular meetings of the Health Forum, run by Sandwell Primary Care Trust, have allowed local residents to discuss health problems and how to overcome them. And one of the main ways of improving health is to take more exercise, and the partnership's been actively involved in funding projects across the area. And it's been a success. In 2002, 12% of residents did not take any kind of exercise. This has been reduced to 6%. The brand new Children's Centre provides activities for preschool children, but is also the home of the Children's and Family Programme, supporting the health and educational needs of Greets Green families. Other programmes supported by the partnership include cancer and heart disease prevention, mental health and healthy eating. Crime in Greets Green used to be well above the average for the rest of Sandwell. To combat this, in 2005, the Greets Green crime fighting team was introduced in a partnership with West Midlands Police. A police team dedicated solely to the area was an immediate success. In January 2004, there were 218 offences, but by January 2008, this was down to 76. Indeed, so successful is the policy that it's been adopted by West Midlands Police across the entire force area. Other measures which have helped make the area safer are the installation of 846 new and more powerful streetlights, CCTV, 658 burglar alarms, and fencing and gates to restrict access to properties. So there we are, 10 years of improvements in Greets Green. But what of the future when the New Deal comes to an end? What will life be like when these children grow up? £5 million is being invested in a legacy body, Greets Green Community Enterprises, which owns Wood Lane Community Centre. Already it has business units to let and has set up an operation to recycle computers. It's an entrepreneurial organisation and will invest half of its profits back into the community. The GGCE isn't enough on its own. If these students are to continue to see a bright future in Greets Green, it's important that the key partner organisations ensure that the programmes built up over the last decade are maintained. Only then will Greets Green Partnership have a truly worthwhile legacy.